All right, number 18, DMX. So, we all know the story of his troubled childhood, littered with mental, physical, and substance abuse. It's not a story that we haven't heard before, but it's one we will remember. X was a star that burned bright. Took extra years to develop due to legal issues, but once at full strength, his star shined brighter than most, with the ferocity that garnered everyone's attention. And that's the one word you can use to describe his tenure: intense. Just even making mention of the stories associated with his upbringing, the abuse he received in the household at an early age was intense. The way he was abandoned by his mom was intense. The fact he got turned on to crack at 14 by his big homie was intense. And when he was able to channel that in rhyme and give a performance or even prayed, it was intense. Now, he's made his impression on the game from early in the 90s. First time I personally remember hearing X was on a Mike Geronimo song. I think it was called Time to Build. Then in 97, he resurfaced after recovering from some street drama with the classic freestyle with the Locks over the Get At Me Dog beat on that classic Cluminati mixtape. They set the streets on fire, y'all. The countdown was on. All of us and eagerly anticipating when is this dude's album gonna drop. In between then though, he linked up with Ja Rule and Jay-Z to form what was once known as Murder Inc. Alright, that only lasted one song with Murdergram, but it was still dope though. He began to pop up on songs with Jermaine Dupri, Cameron, The Lox, LL, and Aaliyah, to name a few. But When It's Dark and Hell Is Hot dropped, yo, it had the summer of 98 on tilt with the smash track Rough Riders Anthem that had your grandmama saying, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. This catapulted this album to #1 on the billboards immediately. Went on to sell 5 million easy. Then in December the same year, follows up with the second album, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Boasts to #1 on the billboards, goes multi-platinum, all in the same year. That's crazy, y'all. So with all this momentum, summer 99, he drops the Rough Rider Ride or Die Volume 1. By now, everybody was wearing double R, black bandanas, motorcycle gear, and all this stuff. New York Gritty was on full display, y'all. Park workouts were on the rise. It was glorious. Fast forward to later that year, December 99, he dropped his third album, Then There Was X. And you guessed it, #1 on the Billboard, 6-time platinum, nominated for a Grammy, and had a top 10 R&B single, Party Up, which I can't stomach. Like, I really don't like that song. Anyway, let's not forget about the job he did in the hood classic movie Belly as Buns or Tommy. Stellar performance, master storyteller, definitely had bars. What I liked about it is the imagery that was created from the way he described situations, from a clever delivery to the use of onomatopoeia to accentuate the height of the moment. See you at the peephole, buzzing at the doorbell. So you get what you came for. What's that? Surgery with the chainsaw. Some equated to the likeness of the way Tupac was able to manipulate his artistry and had range. His impact and peak of his legend had him selling out countries. I know y'all seen that footage of that Woodstock 99 tour. Then breaking down crying after a prayer he gave on stage because he felt he wasn't worthy of all of the love and the energy he was receiving. His songs have definite playability, whether you're in a gym, on a pull-up bar, or at a bar mitzvah. I remember him for inciting a level of grit back into the scene of hip-hop when cats were starting to pop too many Cristal bottles and stand on couches. These were the ones that was catching them for their jewels in the bathroom stores. Not glamorizing larceny at any cost, but hip-hop at its core was birthed from hard times, and as was X. Overall, he dropped 8 albums, but the first 3 is where his legacy was built. We celebrate his memory and the art he left behind for all.
It's right here, all right?